Yo, what's going on, guys? Jackpack here, and I've always wondered, what is it about fame that makes celebrities just completely 180? You know what I mean? Now, I don't know any famous people like when they were young or anything, but to me it always seems that celebrities always just completely switch up who they are because of fame, and I want to know why. What about fame makes somebody completely scrap everything they once were and become this new person? Now, me being a small creator, I've completely no idea how it is to be famous, but I have an idea on why this occurrence happens. Now, to actually become famous, it doesn't happen overnight unless you're that random dude from Target that one time. I'd assume it takes at least months, if not years, of actually putting in work and trying your hardest. With people always looking down at you, saying you're doing the wrong thing because you're not actually producing an income or you're not contributing at all. I think all of that together ties into why famous people completely switch up. Because they were once this person with dreams and they were trying to achieve their goals by any means, following their passions. And after always being told you can't do it or you're not good enough, I think the enjoyment from telling people like, fuck you, bro, like I made it. I think that's one big reason why people switch up, because they can afford to. Not like it matters financially how they act, you know what I mean? Unless you're Kanye. But still, just like if the world was ending, I know people would do crazy things, and it's not because they are crazy people, but it's because they can. There's no repercussions to it. And I think that's the same with famous people. Like what's gonna happen to you? Are you just gonna be forgotten overnight? No. I mean, even if you fade out of relevance, you still have that fame with you. It's not like money that can just go away with one bad stock investment. Now, of course, this doesn't go for all celebrities. I mean, for instance, look at Shaquille O'Neal. Like, that dude is a legend. He's still like giving back to people and everything, but it has happened at one point, you know what I mean? Like right when he became famous, for a while he was kind of rude, but I think the difference between him and someone who stays rude is the fact that you can look back on it and reflect and turn into a better person. Like, instead of changing who you are for the worse, you can change who you are for the better. Like, there's two sides to it. There's two sides to being famous. You can, yeah, stop caring or care in the wrong way, or you can use your wealth and use your fame to help people in need. But of course, helping people doesn't keep you relevant, you know what I mean? Like, helping people, unless you're Shaquille O'Neal, of course. But nobody really wants to write about someone who gives back to a community. They want to write about someone who trash talks another person, or they want to write about someone who uses their fame to cut the line in a buffet. Another big part of it all is the fact that you don't really have friends to say, you have fans. Because a lot of people sacrifice so much that they have, like friends and relationships with family, all this, they kind of don't have anybody, but they were willing to get rid of them for this fame. So it's like, you put this on yourself. Then they get upset that they're used by a higher industry, and nobody's happy now. Nobody. Now, I think it's that willingness to give up everything that makes it so easy for someone famous to completely switch up, because who they once were was just a slave to try to get them to where they are now. You know what I mean? That's why I personally don't want to be famous. Like, I'm not willing to give up my close friends, because I only have, what, two handfuls of really close friends, and I wouldn't give them up for the world, because they made me who I am, and I can't just get rid of them. I don't want that. I would never want that. If anything, I would love to help them, you know? But I don't think being ultra mega famous like fucking Mr. Beast or something is in my agenda, in my bingo card. Low key, with YouTube, I would be fine making a sweatshop worker's wage, you know? Like, I'm not asking for anything big. But alas, I don't think you can get anywhere in art by wanting money, or doing it in doing it for a financial cause. I think a lot of people who got famous just followed their passion so fucking much and gave up everything for their passion, and that ended up in them being famous. Personally, I think wealth just kind of ruins your passion. Yeah, you can be really passionate about something, but if you don't need to be, or if you've already done everything that you wanted to do, then why would you continue pursuing that passion? I watched Bohemian Rhapsody recently, and I think that's a big part of what happened to Freddie Mercury. Like, he had a crazy passion and he did everything that he wanted to do to an extent that no one else could, but now he has the money and he has the fame, and now it transitions from wanting to pursue a passion because you actually want to do it, into doing it because people need you to, you know? Like, he produced music because people needed more music. It wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't him, I wasn't close to him. I don't think it was for a passion anymore. He lost the spark. And I think that movie is really amazing because it applies to almost anything. The second you stop doing something for yourself and you start doing it for others, and when people actually depend on it, it becomes a lot less just something you do because you want to. It becomes something that you do because you have to or you need to. I don't know, that's just my view on things, and this has always just been a question that's nagging at me for so long, and I've always been so curious about it. You know, doing YouTube when I was in what, 5th grade, 6th grade, I was always like, dang, what's it like to be famous? I'm actually glad that didn't happen. I wouldn't trade any point of my life, I wouldn't trade any failure or any success for any other one, because I'm perfectly happy with how I turned out, you know? And as for this community, I fucking love you guys. Like, you guys are amazing. And if anyone has any other ideas on what fame is, then make sure you comment it, and I will reply, because I'm actually interested a lot in this topic. I have a lot of interest and I can't wait to share a lot of them with you guys. I got a banger video coming tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey Noah!